Greetings. This is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Here it is, the 15th, and for no particular reason, I've been in deep thought today. Imagine that. And I finally came to a place where I have decided that to make some decisions, right? To make some decisions. And usually when I do this, like, they can be small decisions that I have to make, you know, like where am I going to run a water line, or who's going to be in what pen, which sow is going to farrow, things like that. I get to a place where I say, okay, here it is, this or this. And this is something that I've been thinking about for literally years. So you all know that we're into this whole farming thing and homesteading. So we felt strongly about the Anyone Can Farm program. And what that is, you know, we're just passing on the stuff we discover and try to make it fun and available to people that want to know. You know, some people don't want to know. Some people just want food. Some people will say, hey, I want to produce that. I want to be part of that. And so that's where it's at. And little by little, there's more people that are coming and saying, oh, okay, I want to be part of that. I want to learn how to do this. I want to get control of my food supply, of my life, and everything else that comes with it. And really, your food is your life. It's like a tree. It's like a tree of life. You're the tree, or I guess maybe you're the branches, and you have to feed that tree of life. So anyway, we have done classes here over the years with outstanding success. And I measure success by if a person takes a class and then they go home the next weekend and they pull it off, what we just taught them how to do, whether it's process chickens, build a chicken tractor, process pigs, learn how to manage pigs, learn how to build watering systems, a lot of the cooking projects that we do, cheese, soap, bees, all kinds. Well, we don't actually teach bees, but so there's all kinds of things in this, you know, building techniques, just plain good living. And then we help a lot of parents too with their journey with their kids on the farm, and you know what the farm is to children, what it is to grandchildren, what it is to us, you know. And we seem to, in American society, we've been like, oh, the farm, you know, oh, he's just a farmer, you know. Well, the family is the personnel on the farm, right? So they're very important, and you know, they need to be trained too. So everybody needs training. So we've been working Anyone Can Farm, teaching a lot of people to do a lot of things. Okay, now this might not seem like you went through all that to tell us this. Okay. I've been kicking around the idea for a couple years of putting together a building. I mean, a new build. Go to the bank, borrow the money, put up a nice big building, steel on the outside, nice windows, beautiful view over the side, you know, down into the valley here. Been thinking about doing that. And I was darn near ready to pull the trigger about 2 weeks ago. And that means borrowing money. And, you know, it's just some things that we do, I guess. But there was a hesitation there, real hesitation. When you look at the dollar figure, you say, wow, that's a lot of money. You know, will that be the best thing for my family? You know, if I get hit by lightning next week, do things continue? If they do, great. But if they don't, who picks up the tab for that, you know? So there was a hesitation, and I don't plan on getting hit by lightning. I feel like I'm just getting started, actually. So then I started thinking, wait a minute, we've been doing these classes now for 10 years. Anyone Can Farm is in its 10th year. And we've never had anything extra other than the buildings that are here to operate out of. So I started thinking, well, we just need a little bit more space for the people coming in, and we actually need a place to be able to have tables where you can sit down and you can speak to people, or you could feed people. You know, we're in the midst of a class, and then we have to, we have to take lunch, right? Or we have to take dinner, or if it's a cooking class, I mean, you want to be able to sit down and eat what you're doing, eat what you're creating, right? But anyway, the decision I had to make was, okay, we need more space for these classes. We need more facilities, because what we've been doing is going up into the house to do this. Not real cool, not cool at all. That means the house has to be a certain way, and you're in the midst of a class, me and Jill both teaching, who's taking care of the house? You know, it's just not cool. So we needed a couple of things. We need a kitchen. We need a kitchen. We need like a commercial space kitchen with lots of counter space and maybe an island with a range, two maybe one, and then a dishwasher or two, and then a full complement of equipment that goes in a kitchen, because that's a facet of the homesteading lifestyle. Is, you know, we're creating our own food, so we have to be able to process it. If you get a zucchini, let's say, you can eat it raw, but it's better if you are able to process it down to a place where it's better to eat. Meat especially, we don't gnaw on a cow, you know, before we do all the things that we have to do to it. Anyway, and we also need like a hall, like a meeting hall. It doesn't have to be huge, you know, 15, 20 people, 25 at the most. We need that. And it just needs to be roof heatable so people can sit in relative comfort. You know, homesteading isn't about the comfort life. It's about more utility. And so when I started thinking that way, I said, hey, wait a minute, let's see what we have. Let's see what we have here. So behold, you can't see it yet, but I can. This right here is what was called the milk house. This is the milk house. This was built because in there, they milked the cows. That's where they milked the cows. Let me turn this around. This is where the cows came in to get milked. On this side, they would be milked. And these doors up here that are open now, because we tore them off because they're in such bad condition. There were mangers here, and then you could fork in the hay, because on top of this is the hay mow. This is where they kept the hay, and it was all loose in those days. So look at this. This is just collected junk over the years. I set it up as a little farrowing house when I first moved here, and that's when we found out about pasture raising animals and the health of the animals. And so after we shut down the farrowing operation inside, this has just been a place where we collect junk, and there's lots of junk in here, and it's been in here for a long time, lots of spider webs and stuff. But behold, this is the dining room. Who can see it? I can see it. And it's going to take a lot of little steps to get it there. I'm almost thinking that we're going to have to get in here and jackhammer out the old foundation, because we need to lower it a little bit so we have a little headroom. And then this, the milk house, is the kitchen. Can you see it? And then this space up here, this is the visiting people's quarters. All right, I'm gonna have to put a floor in here, of course, and then finish this out. But I can see it. I can see a big window looking out over the south part of the farm. some new windows in here, studded around, insulated. Bathroom right there in the corner with a shower. So when people come to visit, we got quarters for them to stay in. When we teach people how to do what we're doing, is it like teaching somebody to skateboard or golf? That's not going to really make any difference? No, it really isn't. If you're teaching people how to bring forth food from the creation here, if you're teaching that, that could have an effect on a lot of people. And it could have what? A good effect on people. You know, if you want to eat macaroni and cheese, go ahead. That's going to have an effect on you. But if you're going to eat, you know, grass-fed beef, that's also going to have an effect on you. Your eyes are going to clear, your head's going to clear, your back's not going to hurt anymore. You're not going to, I mean, there's so many things that change health-wise when you do that. It makes you think, wow, this is really important to do this. And I think the training classes actually teach other people to train as well. So if this is where we are when the war began, we have to give this everything we have. Everything we have. And it's clear to me now. It's crystal clear what we have to do. Now, getting this finished off, yeah, it's gonna take time. I'm working one deep here, me and my kids, my workers. But we will make do with this as it is at the time we need it. So our first class is coming up here. If I get this cleared out and we set up card tables in there to have lunch, you know, if it's raining, so be it. That's the way it is. But the point is, we're going to use what we have instead of incurring a massive debt. I'm not going to incur any debt on this project. I have a lot of the materials here, and then I'm going to get them as I can afford them, and build a nice little quarters. It's close to the house. This could be self-contained with heat, water, everything. Everything could be right here. So I just wanted to share that because it's so clear to me right now, and I think anything that shows up clear these days, it's worth thinking about.